Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to give you introduction about phonetics and phonology. So as I've told you earlier that linguistics is the scientific study of language. It means that language can be studied on various different levels. So when language can be studied on various different levels, phonetics and phonology is one of the levels of linguistics. It is the basic level of linguistics because this level deals with sound, and sound is the basic unit of any language. If you want to learn any language, you need to learn their sounds. You need to learn the pronunciation first. So, phonetics and phonology, specifically, if I talk about phonetics, it deals with production of sounds. Phone, phone means sounds and techniques means scientific study or systematic study. When I say it is a systematic study of sound, it means that the linguist studies how different speech sounds are produced, how these are transmitted and received by the receivers. Phonology is the subcategory of phonetics which deals with how different sounds are organized in different languages. So there are different branches of phonetics. We will be basically dealing with phonetics majorly. So let me tell you the branches of phonetics. There are three branches of phonetics: articulatory phonetics, auditory phonetics, and acoustic phonetics. Articulatory phonetics. If we look at the title, if we look at the name, it itself is suggesting something. Articulatory means to produce. And when I say articulatory phonetics, it is the branch of phonetics which deals with how different sounds, speech sounds are produced by different speech organs. It deals with how should be the movement of different speech organs, how should be the position of different speech organs. Next is auditory phonetics. As the name itself suggests that this is the type of phonetics, this is the branch of phonetics that deals with hearing. How different speech sounds are perceived by the hearer. And the third is acoustic phonetics. Acoustic phonetics is that branch of phonetics which deals with the properties of sound waves. It studies how different speech sounds are transmitted by the mouth of speaker and how they reach to the ears of listeners. Now the question arises that why phonetics is necessary? Why do we study phonetics when we study English language? So as I have told you that phonetics is a study of sounds. So when we want to learn English or any language, phonetics is necessary in such a way that we get the description of sound. We learn how different sounds are produced. We point out our own mistakes. We learn that how we are differently pronouncing and how we are pronouncing them in wrong way. So we rectify our mistakes. With the help of phonetics, we also differentiate between the sounds from our of English from our mother tongue. There are, when we talk about articulatory phonetics specifically, we talk about speech organs. So there are various organs of our mouth which we use to produce speech sounds. These are called organ of speech or speech organs or articulator. So there are some certain speech organs which are as follows. First of all, let me open my pen and tell you. Okay, so there are your two lips. These two lips serve for creating different sounds, mainly the labial or bilabial like p, b, m, and f as well. So they are important part of speech. Sorry, part of the organs of speech. Next come your teeth. They are located in between your jaws. The upper and lower teeth are used to produce a lot of speech sound, especially dental and labiodental sounds. For example, you produce p sound, v sound, th sound, and upper front of teeth are brought into contact with the lower lip, and so many processes happen with your teeth and your lips. So next is your tongue. These are the parts of tongue I have mentioned. The tongue is the most important articulator in the speech organs. It moves in different ways, in different shapes to produce speech sounds. Tongue is divided into back, middle dorsum, front blade, and its apex, that is tip. Next is alveolar ridge. This is alveolar ridge. Yeah. The alveolar ridge includes the area between upper front teeth and the hard palate. This is hard palate. So alveolar ridge includes the area between upper front teeth and the hard palate to produce different alveolar consonant sounds such as da, da, na, sa, z. The alveolar ridge and the blade of tongue are used. Next is hard palate. This one. Hard palate, it is a thin horizontal bony plate of the skull. This one. Thin bony plate of skull located in the roof of mouth. Yeah, it's right here, roof on the roof of mouth. The interaction between tongue and the hard palate is essential in the formation of certain speech sounds like the, and ear. We will study them in detail in further lectures. Next is soft palate or velum. Yeah, you can call it velum as well. It should have holes. It should have holes forming that functions during speech to separate the oral cavity. This one is your oral cavity from the nose. Yeah, this is your nasal cavity. Soft palate, it have holes that function during speech to separate oral cavity from nose in order to produce the oral speech sound. If this separation is incomplete, air can escape through the nose during speech, and the speech is perceived as hypernasal. Next is pharynx. Where is pharynx? Sorry, I haven't mentioned it, but it's right there. It is there. Yeah. Pharynx is like a tube beginning just above the larynx and ending two parts. The structure that holds and manipulates the vocal cords. Yeah. They manipulate vocal cords. Here are vocal cords. The Adam's apple in males is a bump formed by the front part of the larynx. Then comes uvula. Uvula functions in tandem with the back of the throat. Yeah, okay, this is the back of the throat. The palate and air coming up from the lungs to create a number of guttural and other sounds. In many languages, it closes to prevent air escaping through the nose when making sound. And next is glottis, and last one as well. It is combination of vocal folds and space between the folds. These are vocal folds and there is space between them. As the vocal folds vibrate, the resulting vibration produces a buzzing quality of speech. That is called voicing. Do remember this point that when vocal folds vibrate, they produce a buzzing sound, and that buzzing sound is called voicing, or when the sound is called voiced sound. The sound produced involving only the glottis is called glottal. So that's all from today's lecture. Hope you have learned a lot. And if you have any question regarding to that, you can mention in the comment box. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.